Hey there! In this video I'm going to demonstrate creating a cool stereo mod delay slapback for lead vocal. Most people gravitate towards reverb on their lead vocals, and that's a perfectly acceptable approach, but sometimes reverb is not what you really need. Sometimes reverb can be kind of foggy, kind of mud up your track, and sometimes reverb can be kind of uncool. For certain styles of music, say punk rock and hip hop, that sort of thing, reverb will make your track sound too expensive, too stylistically inappropriate, and that's a time for a delay or a slapback. Ever since the days of Elvis Presley, slapback has put good depth and a room, kind of space around a vocal without doing the reverb thing, and that's what I'm going to do here. So I've got this rapper here. He's rapping on top of wrong.
It was just one of those ordinary afternoon.
It's a live band. He's rapping, and we're going to create this slapback by making an aux send here. So I'm going to go off on a bus to bus 4 here, and I'm going to rename that slap. And I'm going to hold option down. It's send it up to Unity here, so I know it's sending there. And I'm going to make an aux return. So Command Shift N brings up the new tracks dialog, and I'm going to make myself a mono aux input. And we'll name that slap. And I'm going to solo safe that by holding Command down and hitting the solo button there. Therefore, it will always solo whenever I solo something like the lead vocal. This will still be soloed. And I'm going to source this aux return from the slapback bus. And now I'm going to go look for a delay, and I'm going to be using all Pro Tools free stuff here. There's lots of great choices, but let's use Pro Tools free, and the mod delay by Pro Tools works perfectly fine. A little cumbersome at times, but I'll show you how to use it here. Mod delay 3 mono stereo, and you'll see that there are 2 delays here. I'm just going to do one, and then I'll copy the settings to the other. Something around a 32nd note, something around a 16th note will work for which is about 125 milliseconds. I say normally between 100 and 125 milliseconds is about appropriate for a slapback. And I will do the same thing for the right side as well here. Let's bring it to 125 milliseconds. And let's check that delay out, see what it sounds like.
It was just one of those ordinary afternoon. Once again,
obviously it's a little loud. Let's bring it down.
it was just one of those ordinary afternoon. Once again,
Now to make it sound more like an old style tape machine, let's darken it. Let's take this low pass filter, bring it down to maybe 5 kilohertz or something. It doesn't have to be precise. It doesn't even have to be exact on both sides. It's just sort of going to darken the delay a little
it
bit.
was just one of those ordinary afternoon.
And that keeps it from fighting with the direct path, the direct sound. And then I'm not going to mess with feedback here. I'm not going to add any extra delays. Feedback is repetition. Let me show you.
It was just one.
We don't
It was just one.
We don't need that. We just want it to be short and sweet and out of the way, so we'll keep the feedback or regen to 0. And then the next thing is, and this is the best part, is let's mod delay it. And I'm going to add just a little bit of modulation to the delay time, maybe 1-2 hertz. A little bit of depth, maybe 10, 15, 20%. And I don't want both sides the same. I do not, because I want it to swirl slightly, so I'm not really going to think about this too much. And now check it out. Hopefully you're listening on headphones or in stereo.
It was just one of those ordinary
delay is a little
afternoon.
wide.
Once again, me and my 9 to 5 for nothing to do.
Now, turn
It
it
was
down a
just
little
one of
internal.
those ordinary afternoon. Once again, me and my 9 to 5 for nothing to do.
And it puts a nice little space behind the vocal. Let's check it out in the track.
It was just one of those ordinary afternoon. Once again, me and my 9 to 5 for nothing to do. Put up some groove, started to cruise, me and my pen making.
And it does something different than reverb, and that's that is the idea here, is have some alternative to reverb. Okay, I hope this mod delay approach helps you out. Of course, there are lots of plugins that do this that are differently than this. Some are very easy, some have presets. This is just one technique, but it does show you a good go-to approach that you can use a lot of the time on guitars and vocals and other things that need delay. Okay, thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.